I know they're both.
I did it. A good hour.
Well, they're all
No, they just
Well, much to my relief, perhaps to your chagrin, the generator has been refueled, and now I can continue my commentary. My thanks to the fighter factory, the museum staff, and our volunteers for getting that generator back up and running. Passing overhead now, a remarkable plane is still arrived today, provided by the city of Monroe, North Carolina, Tinkerbell, a Curtis C-46 carrying aboard a contingent of paratroopers, brought to us courtesy of the Airborne Demonstration Team. Coming to us from Frederick, Oklahoma, they have joined us for the past 3 years. But only 2 years ago and this year, we hope, have they been able to perform drops over the field at the Military Aviation Museum, so that you can be aware of how things will run. Again, if you will direct, you'll find our crew from the 62nd Flak Regiment preparing to demonstrate the flak battery for you today. So again, if you're in the immediate vicinity in approximately 1 minute's time, the gun will be discharged. You'll want to cover your ears or remove yourself from the area. Our C-46 making multiple passes today, not just for the benefit of photographers, but also for the benefit of those on board who intend to parachute from the plane today. The first pass intended to size up the wind, the velocity and direction. Then 2 passes will be made. The first carrying 4 paratroopers. I warned you. Their website, warriorsandwarbirds.com, provides information on the unique service provided by Monroe. Deafening report of our 88mm flak battery. The time is now 1 o'clock. You can see the streamer having been released by the crew of the C-46 so that they can size up the wind direction. Direct your attention to the west and you'll be able to see the yellow streamers falling to earth. This will enable the jumpers to get a better idea of wind, velocity, and direction as they prepare for their jump. And as I said, there will be 2 passes over the field. to provide ample time for 2 groups of paratroopers to conduct their jump. Warriors and Warbirds Incorporated of the city of Monroe, North Carolina was formed to preserve the history of aviation and to serve as an educational tool for the community and to assure the memory of those who gave their lives in service to their country shall not perish. They operate this Curtiss C-46 Commando, known as Tinkerbell. She is the only example of her kind to be flying in the lower 48. 3 such aircraft continue to be operated in commercial service. Even after 70 years, Buffalo Air, you may have heard of them from their television series Ice Pilot, aired on the Weather Channel. They continue to operate 3 of these aircraft in the most inhospitable conditions in the northern climes of Canada and Alaska. So as our C-46 prepares for its first drop, please take in the spectacle of what was the largest twin-engine aircraft to serve during the Second World War, the Curtiss C-46 Commando, today carrying members of the airborne demonstration team from Frederick, Oklahoma. 40,000 pounds was the maximum load that could be carried by a C-46 under emergency conditions. Now you juxtapose that. This is a twin-engined aircraft, 40,000 pounds being the maximum cargo load capacity. The Avro Lancaster is set to fly later today at a maximum bomb load of 22,000 pounds, and she's powered by 4 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines. So it is not unremarkable to consider that this twin-engined aircraft originally contracts from being fulfilled, and so the design was adapted as a cargo aircraft, and again served with distinction throughout the Second World War, and as I said, continues to serve some 70 years later, although in much smaller numbers than her contemporary and counterpart, the Douglas C-47 Dakota. We're very happy to be able to represent for you, demonstrate for you, this rare warbird right here at the Military Aviation Museum. Courtesy of the city of Monroe, North Carolina.
That's why I hit you. Out to sea and should dissipate shortly, but we do not wish for you or for our crews today to take any unnecessary risks. So if you would like to move indoors, you're more than welcome to do so. And again, should you choose to do so, you will find a full complement of live entertainment ongoing throughout the afternoon. And you're more than welcome to take in our collection. Aha! Paratroopers coming out of the C-46. It seems as though they've sized up the situation. The first pass includes Mr. Jim Logg, Mr. Dan Cutting, Sid Eels, Brian Healy, and the Jumpmaster, Mr. Henry Viswat. The World War II Airborne Demonstration Team Foundation was formed to honor and serve the memory of the men who fought and died to preserve America's freedom during the Second World War, as members of airborne units and of the United States Army. The activities of the Foundation also recognize and honor those who served and survived that conflict. So we are very happy for the first time in 2 years to have them not only in attendance, but also to have them demonstrating their talents over our field by this parachute drop here in Virginia Beach, using equipment appropriate to those airborne divisions who served during the Second World War. Do not be alarmed, they have chosen to use that field slightly farther away from our runway for their drop zone, as it affords them greater flexibility and more room to maneuver as they return to Earth. Now, if you recall, I said that there would be 2 passes by the C-46, and indeed there will be a second pass. Their penultimate owner before arriving in Monroe City, North Carolina, was the American Air Power Heritage Flying Museum, who effected their purchase in 1991. A current serving member of the commemorative Air Force on hand today is the world's only flight-worthy Curtiss Helldiver, another example of the fine Curtiss Company, located in upstate New York. So keep your eyes on the sky and pay close attention in attendance for the second drop of paratroopers over our field this afternoon. Those 6 chutes opening as the C-46 passes by belong to Command Sergeant Major Nathan Harrington, Mr. Steve Gomez, Dennis Hayes, James Harshman, Matt Anderson, and the jump master, Mr. Rodney Roycroft. As our paratroopers filter down to Earth, imagine hundreds of paratroopers taking part in the Allied invasion of Europe in 1944, arriving not only by parachute but also by glider. Sight not seen for a great many